Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep. Let's see what these people do now that they're on a castle in the cloud. But before we dive into this fun jargon of the Dungeons and the Dragons, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Lucas, my pronouns are he, him, and I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they. I'm officially 1 year older as of yesterday. And I play Trust currently. Trust's pronouns are he, they, and he is currently trying to find his spouse, the lovable Weary that you know and love, and who definitely doesn't put their foot in their mouth all the time, and is definitely like a disembodied head right now. So we'll see what happens. But I'm trying to save my spouse. It's going great. I'm playing 2 tieflings.
Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Alora, our favorite socially anxious godling druid / parent, ? Whose pronouns are they, them, and I think parenthood kind of made them question their gender, so she is somewhere in there.
Jess. You are muted.
Muted.
Wouldn't be a game without it.
You're still muted.
My internet froze. Sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the automata rogue, assassin turned butler turned adventurer, ? And their pronouns are they, he.
Eve.
Howdy, I'm Eve. I'm playing TK37 / and also Darkblade now. She is a telekinetic super soldier with less amnesia now because she's been getting her memories back. And also technically a magical sword. And both of our pronouns are she, her.
And Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason. I'll be playing Kritok, the simply superb Plumerian bard. And I'd just like to point out that this is at least the second time we've been in the innards of some creature and come out into a dungeon. There's a pattern here.
I'm becoming too predictable. I have to change it up.
No.
Get ready to enter into the top layer of the skin.
I was about to be
No,
like,
we're gonna go into a
we'll just blow it
dungeon
up.
and find ourselves inside of a
It's
creature.
super easy to tear out.
Yeah.
Of
The
it.
randos are just the life
stand
cycle of a
up.
tattoo.
Yeah. All right, so the music and sound effects of today are brought to you by Sirenscape. That's right, if you want it to sound just a little bit spooky for the holiday season because you really want those relatives to get the fuck out, they've been here for too long, then go ahead, hop on Sirenscape, make that dream come true, get your house back, make them leave. That you've told them straight up to leave and they still haven't. So go to Sirenscape, find the right sounds, and they will help you. We are also proudly sponsored by Roll20. If you want some cool, sweet online games, head on over to Roll20. I've been using it for like 6 years, and I just found out that I could put scripts onto Roll20. So now I have a bunch of super cool add-ons, and it's very easy to do, and it made it way better. So check that out. Roll20's got all sorts of neat stuff, and their YouTube videos are 4 minutes long. That's how long a how-to video should be. It should not be 28 minutes long and tell me about your dog. 4 minutes, get to the point. All right. Yeah. So, previously on Rise of Nyarlathotep, our heroes had a bit of a time inside the giant worm. They're also speaking to Wormium, who just very insightful human, tall being. And they got the information that they needed from the terminal, learning that there was something going on at the World Tree, which was on one of the mountains of Anima that surround the wild. And you also learned that there's certain things going on that TK suspected. TK is being pulled somewhere. She still believes it's all just tubes, everything's going on, but hey, who knows? But you summon the
It's
castle out of the
huge.
clouds, and you talk to a bunch of night gaunts who couldn't speak back, shook one's hand, got tickled, flew into the sky, and you landed on the castle in the cloud, where you saw some wonderful little dwarvens, and then you convinced the night gaunts to throw one off. Wasn't really hard to convince them. They're super into the idea of bullying these people. So they tossed him around a bit like a volleyball and then threw him to his doom. So now, where we're going to start first is with Weary and Kyle. So, Weary, explain to me, because I remember you said you were detaching from your body to travel with Kyle. What does that look like right now? What is the whole situation with you and Kyle?
Okay, so knowing that Kyle is functionally unable to perform basic tasks, having Kyle actually break me out of a cell seemed like too much work. So instead, Weary sort of being an alchemical vampire, season 2, end of season 2, I guess, where that happens. Weary's version of immortality is basically like it's like a head immortality, like
Yeah.
the body is whatever. The body is weak. The flesh is not willing. But Weary's head is like a bug creature now that can detach from a body and then reattach to a different body. I believe the way the computer explained it is like I could technically take over somebody who's unwilling, but that seems kind of rude. So the likely thing is like if we find a nice corpse with no head, that's perfect. Or we can go back and get my old body back from the cell, whichever one is more convenient. However, because of this, I have detached my head from my frankly messed up and tortured body, and have sort of turned it into a John Carpenter's The Thing style head crab situation. And me, as a head crab head, have sort of like hooked onto Kyle's shoulder and become like a sort of face pauldron situation.
Okay. So you are traveling through this area with Kyle, and Kyle has yet to shut up. But what you've noticed while you're trying to tune him out is that a lot of the walls, the floor, the ceiling, they're all covered in this layer of ice. But underneath that ice, you see that it's very advanced. Like there's like metal steel plating. There's like little lights that are flashing through the ice. There's like lights above you that are shining through the ice, and they're making like strange colors and whatnot while you're going through. And it gives the hallways somewhat of a claustrophobic feeling because the ice is layered on so thick that it makes the hallways smaller. So you are walking along, or, well, I guess you're riding along in head crab mode. And this hallway, it's like winding and going through, but leading you see like a door in the distance. And Kyle is talking. So I just don't understand. You travel with all those other people, and they don't even seem to appreciate you. You should come with me. I'm filthy rich. We can blow some shit up.
I have categorical problems with most of the very rich people in my life, but I do like blowing things up.
Yeah, but like, what are you doing hanging around with? They yell at you. They say, Weary, do the thing. Weary, I'm bleeding everywhere. Weary, you created a mechanical, horrible god being.
So, Kyle, this might be an unfamiliar feeling to you. Are you familiar with being right?
Every day of my life, baby.
Okay, then you'll pick up exactly. I love being around all of them, not just because I care for them, and I literally traveled through the lands of death itself to get them all back, and they're all my closest, bestest friends, and they were there at my wedding. But also because whenever I'm around them, I am a good 70 to 80% right all the time.
So they're like your entourage?
Yeah, but better, because I love them and cherish them, and they do the same for me.
I don't understand that sentence. But whatever you need.
You know, months ago, that's a sentence that I also wouldn't have understood. But yeah. Did you leave the note on my body, by the way? I put it in your hand. I said, leave it on the body. It says, don't worry, be back, escaping. preserve my body if you can. You left that note on my body, yes?
Yes.
Because you do realize that, like, I don't think Trust knows I'm an alchemical vampire, but not to the extent of like how it works mechanically.
Well, you'll
I
never.
mean,
You might awaken something in him. You don't know.
I don't want. What does that mean?
I don't know what you do. But I'm gonna. I need to throw something away super quick. Look the other way.
I have no choice but to look exactly to your right.
I'll use my left hand. So you hear the crumpling of paper as Kyle's throwing something. All right. Well, let's open this door.
Also, Kyle, one point of order. I never want you to make any assumptions about me or my husband's kinks or sex life ever again.
Weary, I will always pretend to listen to you. Every time. Let's open this door.
I really stuck my neck out for you. Jeez.
Hey, who's wandering around Dangerville? You're bragging that you were walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Okay.
I did do that. That's the thing I did.
All right. So opening this door. Oh, the little touchpad. And Kyle hits a few buttons on this, and it slides open. And this being moves. They crouch down in front of the door. They must be a good 13 feet tall. This disfigured hand grabs the side as their head lowers down. You smell this rancid breath as you pale, even in just your vampiric head mode, as you look upon this all too familiar face. And they grab the two of you.
Oh no.
And we go over to everyone else. So, the rest of you. We come upon this gigantic castle that is floating through the sky. Night gaunts playfully circle about it, dodging left and right, making strange shrieking sounds. As we go closer and closer to this castle, we see there is a steel construction underneath, but it is coated in ice. We see that there's very odd-looking clouds that almost flicker around it. But going on into the courtyard, yes, Jason, the courtyard, we go to the courtyard of this castle.
The courtyard.
The open area where people arrive at castles. And we see our group of 5, our dear randos. We see Alora, TK37, Kratok, Glyph, and Trust, as they are letting these night gaunts go free, and Alora is laughing as a Dwarven is falling to their doom. TK, you are laughing as you just say boo, and they're running away from you. And this flash of black and purple flame rips around you. We are once again inside the Darkblade. You see that all the Darkblades are standing around you in this circle, arms crossed, toes tapping. They all have a very frustrated look on their face. Well, if it isn't the Darkblade.
Hold up. Aren't you all supposed to be working? Why aren't you working?
Were we working? Yeah. Did we comb through your memories? Of course we did. Are we upset about what we found? Of course we are. We found a very grave matter. A grave matter indeed. One that we cannot stand for.
What did I do this time?
You are completely unfashionable. Like, there's not a single cool outfit that you got to wear that you chose yourself. We have jumpsuit A, jumpsuit B. This one was literally a bag from potatoes. And you didn't even do anything with it. You kept your arms tucked in and you just ran around. What are these outfits? The Darkblade has a bit of a brand. And I'm going to need you to expand.
It's practical. Do you know how many times I wind up covered in blood,
That's
and
fine.
gore
Mm-hmm.
and or just straight up. Do you know how many times I've wound up just naked during a fight? It happens to me constantly because I'm constantly getting blown up. All
Well-
right. So practicality's sake, I don't want to sit here and spend I don't know 50 gold. How much are clothes? I don't know. I just find jumpsuits and they work and they last long and it doesn't look terrible if they get covered in blood because everybody's like, oh, you must have been working down in the sewer or something.
Yeah. Well, you lived in this sewer for approximately 2.5 weeks. We saw. But
Yeah. Okay. I would.
here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to show you one of the strongest powers of the Dark Blade. You will harness the darkness in your heart and do this.
And Darkblade flicks their hand, and like that scene from The Matrix when all the weapons came out, except it's just racks of clothes and accessories. And there's one that's just all wallet chains, and like they're all coming in.
We're going to need you to look good, and we're going to need you to look awesome. And when people look at you, they go, wow, that's the Dark Blade. I know, because who else dresses that good? And guess what? Magic clothes. You could just change your clothes whenever you want. You're a magical sword right now.
Okay. Well.
So we're all going to watch you pick out a good outfit. And we will judge.
But if I like my jumpsuits,
We will judge.
TK, without even looking, just reaches out and grabs the first hanger.
What does it look like?
I'm gonna say it is a like black leather trench type stuff because there's a lot of those. There's honestly, that's what most of these hangers are. But it's sleeveless.
Mhm.
It's got like that dual tail thing going on,
Ooh.
like a fancy coat, only slightly longer.
Mm.
She holds that up and is like, okay, how's this?
All right,
Is this
well,
good?
now we need
Are
to
we
figure out
happy?
we got pants. We need to figure out boots. Now, what kind of combat boots do you want?
Just normal combat boots.
How many spikes do you want on your combat boots?
I don't really need spikes on my
I think
combat
about
boots.
eight spikes. Everyone 8 spikes. Are we all in agreement with 8? 4 on each.
Well, that almost feels like too few spikes. If you're gonna go spikes, you either go a ton of spikes or no
Well,
spikes.
Are more spikes? I think everyone's in agreement
No.
here.
And everyone's just nodding.
I don't want things that are gonna get like tangled up on stuff.
They're magic. You just make the spikes disappear that appear.
Okay, well then let's just have them disappeared.
Everyone looks confused. They're staring at each other.
Alyssa
if-
Darkblade, would you like to say something?
They step forward. There, these long tentacles hanging from their face. There, and remember, a lot of them are like they're wreathed in like this dark black and purple flame. It's like making up most of the like a lot of their features are just more of like, like indents, that kind of stuff on them. They step forward.
Yeah, you thought I'd have a different voice? I did not. Get ready. This is going to happen to you. But anyways.
That is not gonna happen to me. That is not gonna happen to me.
Thinking maybe we'll have 3 spikes on the front of the boot and then 1 on the back. So you just kick back, bam, spike, kick forward.
Like-
Ooh, spikes.
Like a bird foot?
I like it. Yeah. Like a dinosaur.
I don't know what a dinosaur is.
You had to be there.
All right, so they're grabbing stuff. There's a lot of like that song, that like Jitterbug song is playing, and like they're all like standing there. They'll nod or they'll shake their head. A lot of thumbs down, and then finally you step out, and a lot of them clothes that you wanted anyways, and they all look at it. One of them comes up. They add a wallet chain, and then they all nod.
I don't have a wallet.
I don't think any of us have ever had a wallet.
Okay. this is not going to stay like this. All right, this is just temporary. This is temporary. All right.
All right. Well,
I'm kind of busy at the moment.
yeah. There's a crazy dwarf that's going all rampagey. But you think that you're gonna show up there and you're gonna look in the, oh hey, I'm in a ratty jumpsuit.
Okay.
Better get ready to throw down. Or are you gonna show up like
TK just snaps her fingers and she has a hard hat on and she's holding a clipboard and she's just going down the list. She's like, all right, we are behind schedule and I'm about to confront my husband.
I've been working through
who
family
I
trauma and
murdered
it's
the person that he loves in my brain, that little part of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna need y'all to kind of get my shit settled before then. So we're kind of in crunch time.
Well, make sure you bring up the lawn bowling. Big fan.
The what?
The lawn bowling? Yeah. Tiffany and Flint, oh, they had fun with that one.
I have no idea what lawn bowling is.
It's basically bowling on a lawn. It's like a bowling ball, you see, and you take it, and you bowl down the lawn, and then
This
there's
is
pins.
blowing TK's mind because both of them are from like underground civilizations.
They go on
where
vacation.
They wouldn't
They
have
had-
lawns.
Oh, it'd all be like probably like mushrooms and dirt and
Wow, that seems like a big pain in the ass to bowl accurately.
hey, you had to be good.
Okay, lawn bowling. All right. How about instead of just telling me about that memory, you actually hook it up to the rest of my brain?
They all groan.
Oh, it's such a mess. Oh.
I know. That's why we're unionizing in here. Okay? We're all working together to have a fully functional dark blade.
Is this collective bargaining?
They're all looking at each other like confused.
Unionize your dark blade.
Wait, you mean like
So-
we could all, like you work, even though you have issues, you can still not dwell on those. It's the
Well,
darkness.
yeah, see, like
They're
to
all
fully
nodding at each
harness-
other.
I have to harness my darkness, right? And to harness my darkness, I have to own my darkness. I have to fully comprehend and see the entire scope of my darkness
Right.
in comparison with the good part.
Your darkness
too.
is mixed up. We got to get all the shades down. All right.
Yeah,
You get out
exactly.
there and deal with whatever, nickel, diamond, or whatever, and just make sure you look damn good doing it.
Okay, well, that's going to be real hard, she says, looking down at herself.
And
But
with,
we're going to work on this when I have time.
with this like flash of like black and purple flame, TK, you stumble forward and everyone sees that TK is in new clothes. To all of you, this was maybe like a second. Like the flames went up and went down.
Well, that's a
Okay,
choice.
well.
Cool outfit.
Yeah, like I kind of like it.
Really brings out the darkness.
Yeah, we'll have to
Emphasize-
disagree, but
Wait,
It
can your
might look
sword?
a little. Maybe it would look better with like a harness or something. Like I don't know.
Hmm, yeah. Can your sword shoot clothing at us too?
Right.
TK's like, I don't think you want me just like swinging this thing at you willy nilly.
Oh yeah, probably not. We should probably. I look over. Trust looks over to the screaming creatures.
Okay, I don't
yeah.
know how much I have to explain this. It's not my sword. Okay, it's me now.
So
These are
you
things
can-
that I do.
So you
The-
can
The
blast
sword's
clothing
just
at
an
us.
extension of me.
Yeah, so you can blast clothing at us.
I don't think I can do that.
No, we'll find out, I guess.
I think if I did do that, it would probably hurt me.
Oh, Some people really suffer for their fashion, so I guess
It's one thing to project darkness into myself and express it outwards. It's another thing to project my darkness onto you.
right. I have a pretty sunny disposition. That probably wouldn't work.
All of you hear this thudding sound, like something very big is walking towards you, and you hear it coming from the south, where those little dwarvens were running away.
Well, again, they do know we are here.
All right, everybody get behind me.
No.
Oh, right. You have like cool dark powers. You can stand parallel to me.
Okay. You know what we killed, right?
I have like the long and short of it. Yeah.
Okay, so if anything, you should be standing behind us.
Well, yeah, but I'm like big, tough, and strong. Like I figured, Alora cast spells. Like you don't want people hurting Alora first.
Laura can handle it.
Oh, jeez.
What you
Trust
all
screams.
see, just like walking almost like giddily stumbling around the corner, you all see this gigantic version of Tiffany, but it's wrong. Like the eyes are like forming along the side of the face. The mouth is too wide and grinning. There's like an extra arm. There's 6 fingers on one hand. There's like an additional leg that was like forming out of her hip, but it's not done yet. And she's like sort of like giddily coming towards all of you.
Oh.
TK, is this a tube thing?
I thought you couldn't project your darkness outward. What the heck?
That is not me,
Oh.
I don't think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not done in baking in the oven yet, I don't think.
Maybe it's like Flint's weird fantasy version.
Oh.
Ew. No, that doesn't
I'm-
sound right.
I'm
Like,
really sorry
alright,
Flint's
look,
objectifying
alright.
you like this. This is messed up.
Tiffany was hot. Okay.
Yeah, but like it still
Look at
sucks to
those
be
legs.
objectified as a giant monster,
Yeah, TK is
I'm
just gonna
projecting trust.
pull out Dark
He
Blade
looks,
and say,
looks around nervously.
Welcome back.
And the giant Tiffany creature runs forward happily, swinging this hand down at Trust. Everyone
God.
roll me initiative.
Oh gosh,
No.
not trust.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He went to the front.
I said, and I did what I said I was going to do.
actually
and I am facing
rolled
consequences.
really well. For
So what I got?
once on my initiative, I got a 22.
I got a
Nice.
17.
Okay. I will ask everyone's initiatives in just a moment again.
After this commercial break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that now. I saw that, but I didn't really want to. I have the ability to force commercial breaks.
If we're ever misbehaving, you just give the chat a commercial break.
Yeah, give me a minute. They're still talking. All right, so we are going to start off. TK, what did you get for your initiative?
22.
Trust.
Trust got a 17.
Laura.
5.
Nice.
Laura's
Kratok
in the bag.
Yeah.
21.
and Glyph.
23.
Let's see what this monster gets.
Wait, am I the one that rolled bad for once?
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally,
Wow, mine
normally
really
you roll
does suck.
high on
Okay.
initiative and we're like,
Yeah.
damn, rolling high as a magic user kind of sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so we are starting off with Glyph.
Okay, so she's very clearly going to smush Trust.
Yeah, it's almost like in a weird, like childlike, just sort of like swatting down at a bug, but
Okay.
it's terrifying.
Yeah, where am I? Okay, I kind of dash this way, so that we'll be flanking it. Oh wait, you just have to be within 5 feet of it. So I'll be over here, and it's bringing its hand down, and I have this memory of watching all of the terrible Bywood children and not being able to like do anything when they were terrible. And I pull out one of my daggers and I'm going to throw it at the hand. So that's an attack. Oh, and since I'm going first and I'm a blade slinger, I have advantage on this attack.
Nice.
And I'm really glad I did that because I got a 1. But the next one is a 19 to hit.
Sorry.
Yes?
19 is a hit.
Oh?
Yeah. The music had just
Yeah.
stopped, so I was putting it back on.
Okay. Yes. So it just takes regular dagger 8 damage plus I get to do a trick shot on it.
Oh.
And I want to do
Disarm.
What?
Disarm it. Get rid of the arms.
Yeah.
All
Get rid of-
extra arms.
You want to get rid of disarm?
No, I'm going to there's one, where is it? I can make them drop something. I can make them do half damage. Where is it? There's one that makes them stop moving. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll do the crippling shot. Yes, so they have to make a dex? Yes, a dex save.
Flat D20, baby.
Against-
9.
Against, 9, but that's not gonna do it. Yeah, basically she can't use that arm anymore for
All right.
a
So
whole round.
you fire this, and it cuts like right through the hand, and they're like they look down at their hand for a second, and it's weird because it kind of looks like TK's face. They stare at it and go,
Ow. Ow. Ow.
And I turn up the volume on my voice and I'm like, play nice and gentle.
and it goes from Glyph to TK.
TK is not going to play it nice and gentle. She's already killed herself once this week.
Oh no.
So she's just gonna keep killing herself apparently.
If this was any other campaign.
Yeah, it'd be like,
others-
whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. Just be like, are you okay?
No, it was just completely nonplussed. This is just
Like this
the way
one,
things
nah,
are.
it's a Tuesday.
Everyone's like,
Yeah.
your DM sounds terrible.
What are you talking about? We love this game.
Great, we're
Explaining to randoms, but I'm like, no, we've been TPK'd like twice,
Yeah.
maybe 3
No,
times. Like,
Well,
don't worry.
it's consistently our own fault. We
Yeah.
keep getting ourselves blown up.
Yeah. So this is actually
Sometimes
really smart.
intentionally.
Is that they're making us fight ourselves because we've shown the highest
You're
success
really
rate of defeating
good.
ourselves.
Yeah.
So TK sprints on down over yonder. Just to try and split attention here.
Mhm.
And she's just gonna throw a couple of telekinetic punches at this thing.
All right.
No need to burn my health out with Dark Blade quite yet. So that is a 25 for my first punch.
25's a hit.
And a 17 for my second.
It's also a hit.
Cool. Let's roll some fucking damage. That is a lot of dice. Eight for the first,
Okay.
and 9 for the second.
So these 2 blasts go forward and hit it in the side, and it almost like it causes like it hits it, and then it's like a delayed blast. It like kind of moves its body and ripples with it. But you do see like it definitely hurts it. Like blood is rupturing out as it's trying to stand its ground. And from TK goes to Kratok.
I just want to say that this Sirenscape combat music is making me feel like I'm in an early 2000s game show right now.
Hell yeah, you gotta answer it quick. The timer
Who
is
wants to
going.
be
You're
a
about to get
millionaire?
slimed.
Kurtok is going to just slide his way over here. And he's going to sling that dead wizard's hand towards
Oh,
Tiffany.
Let me get a player's handbook.
I think it's like a D20 and a D4. If I remember.
Yes. Yeah, so roll a
420?
d4 and then roll a d20.
All right, it's a 3 on the D4.
Nice.
And I'll wait till you get to the thing.
It's okay, you can roll a d20. I know which it's
Oh.
going to.
3 and 13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so 3 then. Okay. Hypnotic pattern. So you sling this wizard's hand, and suddenly these images start appearing in front of this mutant Tiffany as they're staring at it. And so you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves throughout the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. Uh-oh.
So yeah, that's a problem.
That's definitely Trust, Cliff, and TK.
Oh no.
But so each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm okay at that.
On a failed saving throw, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, this creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Wait, does
The
this have
spell-
to be centered on the Tiffany thing?
It will
or-
be centered on the Tiffany as
Okay.
you're using
It's
it.
on the hand.
The spell is ended whenever anyone takes damage or someone uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So wisdom
Okay.
saving throws, everyone.
Well, I
Nice.
did just
Yeah.
roll an 18.
That's
Oh, the
minus
17.
4. -3. I rolled a 1.
I got a
Ah,
7.
Okay.
What'd you get, TK?
I got an 18.
Okay, so TK and Trust, you are okay.
We're fine.
Glyph, you're like you see these patterns and it's just error as you just start like glitching out and then just sort of hang your head, and the Tiffany mutant is just kind of like staring at it, smiling. Anything else you'd like to do,
Okay.
Kratok?
I'm going to inspire trust
Oh,
by Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
And I'll just
Sure.
say, Trust, I know you're a big beefy frontliner. Show that Tiffany who's boss.
All right,
thank you. Yeah.
and then it goes to Trust.
All right. So I need to look up what incapacitated does.
You will get advantage.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
you can't do
I remember it's
anything.
one of the really good.
Yeah,
things.
it pretty much
Yeah.
renders it useless. It can't speak or anything.
Now, hear me out. You could always just put a bag over its head.
That'd be a really big bag.
A good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
we don't have a bag
Pretty
that
top
big.
heavy.
How long does hypnotic pattern last? Like a minute?
Oh, it can't take
Minute, yeah.
actions or reactions, so you just can't do anything. We can
Yeah.
just walk away.
Until the spell's
Sure.
over, and then it'll come right
Oh
back.
yeah. Then I guess okay, that's fine. And then but Glyph is not in danger, so that's good. And I do have a bardic inspiration, so I want to use it.
All right, wait, real quick. How big's this wall around us?
All right, so you got a lot of walls. So you flew in, right? Like you
Yeah.
came
Mhm.
down, but the walls themselves, I mean, they're castle walls, so they'd probably be around like 15 feet tall, I imagine.
Oh, okay. So say maybe I can like throw her, but I don't know if I can throw her.
You
She
could
seems
try.
Pretty, yeah, like I could try. I'll probably try.
Oh,
it next round.
Mob Psycho this.
Do you bring that up?
But
Because
no.
Trust can increase his size, so I could technically throw her.
Yeah, no. TK is thinking along those lines. Just yeah, I think she's like still like mildly confused by the hypnotic image, the
Okay.
pattern in the sky. just like, what the fuck is that?
Trust is gonna activate their giant's might. They tap on their armor, and they increase in size to large.
Nice.
So they take up 4 squares now. And they take out their crystal longsword instead of the rot one, because it seems a little cruel to start making this thing rot when it's already on not looking so great. And it's just going to go for 2 attacks just to start off.
Yep.
So 1, 2. Oh, that's going to miss. 2.
2 is a miss.
So one of them was it was an 11. I can't roll a 2. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
11
still miss.
Okay, 11 and then a 23.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. And then, let's see. Hello? Isn't it supposed to do extra damage?
Hello?
It's attuned. What the heck? Do I have to use a charge? Oh, that's if I want to heal. All right. So it's a D8 and then another D8. So let me go ahead and roll the damage. I don't remember how things work. So 15 and then 7. So that's 22 damage from the crystal sword. Some of it is radiant damage because it is like a glowing shard of crystal.
So they're kind of like holding their hands out, these 3 hands, as they're like reaching for things, and you just straight up cut one off, like right at the elbow. You cut the arm off as you're bringing the sword down. They're staring at it.
Oh no! Oh, I'm a giant, so I deal an extra D6. So let me throw that out. Throw that onto the pile.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 25 total.
Nice.
Instead of 22. Yeah. So I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. In case I need to deal with that later. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to stay engaged with the Tiffany. And that does shake it from its stupor.
And it is now
her stupor. Yeah, so now they can do stuff. But I'm like right in front. So if they try anything weird, they can deal with me.
She watches as her arm just hits the ground and is yelling,
Flint! Flint, someone broke in! Someone broke in and they're trying to kill us! Get the dog!
Oh no!
No!
They got a bubbles.
and she's going to try to take 2 swings at you, Trust, as you are right in front. Does a 24 hit you?
My AC is 19.
Okay, so we got 1 hit on you, as the second one is just at your AC, so...
but because I hit her with one of my trick shots, it only does half damage.
Ah.
All right, so you were taking 4 points of damage as they bring this fist in, but like their arm seems almost like weak and shaking as they hit on like it just like sort of dings off of you. The second one you bring up your shield in time, and they look panicked as they're just like flailing and shrieking outward. And it goes to Alora. Alora, give me a perception check.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh no, it's the dog.
What is that for me?
Just the size of a flea.
Right. Tee 25.
Nice.
You see, as like you're looking at this, Tiffany, and then you're looking around, there are eyes all over the walls. And they're all looking down at you. There are, like, you see so many, and some are even floating in the air as they're just like sort of like moving around watching you. If you were to take a quick count, you're guessing somewhere around the range of 50.
Okay. That changes things. I had an idea, then you did that to me.
They don't seem to be like doing anything hostile. They're simply just watching.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast Entangle on the giant Tiffany.
Okay. And that's a strength saving throw?
Yeah, DC 13.
I got a 20.
And so with that, the
What does it look like when you do this entangle?
it's mostly to just kind of like get in between your toes
Mm,
more than anything, because it's kind of all I can, I guess, see, because she's just large.
yeah.
And so I'm mostly just trying to make it hard and pointy. So it's like, you know, the bushes from Sleeping Beauty that happened before the castle. It's just those big thorny bushes, like just they're real thick, and like trying to get up like around and under her feet and just like block her off a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So these
Yeah.
they come out, but like Tiffany just like starts like stomping down, even though you do like see some blood coming from her feet like onto the ground. She doesn't seem to notice that she's panicking, and I mean does have one arm cut off. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think you're muted.
Well, I was apparently.
Oh, I thought you were just really thinking on it.
No, I was like, hey guys, there's eyeballs everywhere.
Yeah,
jeez.
just mentioning it, you look around and you are taken out of like the battle for a second and see there are a lot.
I think Flint literally has eyes everywhere.
And we go from Alora to Glyph. Glyph, you are still in this state. Everything's good. Everything's really peaceful at right now. As you're kind of like just clearing your cache, trying to like reset a lot of your things.
I think it's like when you get an error and it just like it just fills up the screen and I can't clear them out.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting
And
a ton of pop-ups.
You're just
I'm
like
getting
slowly
a lot
clicking
of
them one at a
pop-ups.
time. Yeah.
I'll get them. It's getting kind of snowy around the edges though.
And we go to TK. So TK, Giant Tiffany isn't looking well. Not only just generally, but you know, from blood loss and damage.
So it looks like we could probably take her out within the next round or something,
Perhaps, yeah.
give or take. I'm gonna try to pick her up with my brain power.
All right, roll me a check, and they are going to roll a strength to oppose you.
Oh, come on,
Oh.
big money.
I rolled a 2.
Well, I just rolled a 24.
So you do lift them up, and they're flailing, trying to reach and like grab at Trust as they're screaming out.
And TK's gonna hold her and just shout out after Alora pointed at the eyes and the walls. She now thinks that they are being watched by good old Flint. So she lifts her up and she's just holding her in place. Flint, get out here right now. We need to talk. Otherwise, she's going over the wall.
You watch. All of you are looking around as all of the eyes begin crying. And you look at the Tiffany that you're holding, and she's crying as well. And she nods to the eyes, and you hear her.
It's okay. I love you.
And she explodes.
Jeez.
Ah,
Jesus Christ. How many explosions in this campaign?
Tiffany gore goes over all of you. It's just everywhere. And the eyes just, a few of them close, but there's still a great many of them remain.
Jeez.
Oh, this is so fucked.
Ugh.
This is bad. This is a bad situation. Oh boy, that guy's not in a good place.
Kratok just waves his hands and uses prestidigitation to unsoil himself.
You do that. You are looking at everyone else who's just kind of like flicking their hands down. Glyph, like one of the meat chunks, like kind of like dings you off the head, and all the pop-ups go away. And you're looking around at everyone.
I kind of stagger too.
You're just seeing TK holding her hand out like she just like crushed a grapefruit.
Yeah. Were we successful? Did we win? TK, did you crush her like a boiled egg?
I did not do that. That one was not me.
Oh.
Here, I'll
shrink. Yeah.
I'll clean everyone up if you know, one at a time.
I think TK does the clothes thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that do the trick, or is she?
Your face is still covered in like
clean
blood and
clothes.
stuff, but all your clothes are clean.
Okay, that's
fresh.
good enough. Walking around in soggy leather socks.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, you're good. All your
Leather
clothes
socks?
they're clean.
No soggy leather.
Oh, I thought you said leather socks, and I was like, ugh,
All right.
No,
they're
thank you.
soggy.
So this guy knows we're here. How do we want to approach?
We should.
Straight line.
Sure. Trust kind of marches to the center of the courtyard to see if like there's any clear pathways.
So looking around the courtyard, you see. Whoops. Move these two. You see that there's like a door here that's near you. You see that there's a door like by Kratok. There's another set of double doors like further like along the building that Kratok's near. And like there's a lot of doors in this area. You see like they're leading to all sorts of different rooms, and you see that the courtyard kind of like loops around like an L as it leads to like more rooms. But you do see like there's a lot of like entrances to places, doors, like everything it looks pretty clean compared to like when you were at the facility, it looked really rough. But here everything looks clean, just covered in ice.
Tiffany goo.
Yeah, at the moment, the area you're in.
I see all these doors, and I kind of turn to Trust, and I'm like, Trust, do you have any way to track down Weary in close proximity?
I mean, we have our engagement rings. Those aren't. I look over to the ring. Are they magical, Lucas?
It is. It's like a cheap enchantment kind of thing put on there where you can kind of like feel what the other person's going through. And what really bothers you is you don't feel anything coming from Weary.
No, but I did. I just remembered that it said.
Oh.
Sure. Trust sits down for a second, scoops up some ice, and kind of like heats up a little, like a bowl of water, and then like puts the ring on like a piece of fabric or something so it floats, and he sees if the ring moves in a certain direction.
It just sinks.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay, so now.
Trust is how similar is that to Weary's band?
Oh, they're a matching set.
Oh, can I look at it for a second?
Sure. Goes over and hands it to Kratok.
Kratok is going to study the ring and use it to try and cast locate object.
Ah,
There you go.
smart.
You cast this spell as you're looking down at this ring, focusing on it, and focusing on one that would be just like it, and you immediately feel a pull. It is, if you were to like take a guess looking at the castle in front of you, it is definitely on like an upper area. So looking at this like map of the castle, the areas where like the walls are and like, you know, things are dark because you haven't gone through those areas yet. Those are like the first floor, and then it goes up to like a second floor and like There's a lot more like going over. It's almost like it's almost formed like somewhat of a dome. Like it keeps going up into these larger areas and platforms.
Well, I don't know exactly where, but Weary's definitely like somewhere upstairs in this castle. So we
Oh.
should probably go up.
Yeah, if you were getting a ping, it would be like more to the east.
And Kurtok kind of just points where he thinks it is.
Yeah. So the way I understood it, and I guess this would be out of character because I haven't seen the whole scene. Weary's valuables are separate from Weary's body,
Right.
but the ring might still be on Weary's body, or Weary might have taken it, but there's no neck to like attach it to, and Weary can't really hold it in their mouth, so they probably left it on the body.
More than
They-
likely,
oh, wait.
yeah.
Horns. I forgot. I'm a tiefling.
Would Weary have put the ring on their horns, or would
Um,
they have like just been trying to get out with Kyle?
Well, they certainly wouldn't have asked Kyle to wear it. So probably on a
Roll
horn.
for it.
You know what? Yeah, that's a roll for it. Is it with the valuables? Is it with my body, or is it with Weary's horns?
Okay.
Because those are all equally valid. Because there's a chance that Flint just took everything that looked like vaguely magical. So 1, 2 for head, 3, 4 for body, and 5, 6 with wherever the value.
Body.
I got 3, 4, so it's with the body.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's definitely pulling you to the east and on like an upper floor.
All right. East and upper floor. So here and then upward.
So looking around, because Trust, you went down like to the lower
Yeah.
area, so you know that
Mhm.
like it does go further this way. You do see that there's like what appears to be a long stretch of area. So you're not entirely sure. You can move your little characters around, wander a bit, and I'll describe the scene as you're going.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of like wandering through these areas, it's like there's a little bit of snow that's built up in certain parts of the castle. Now that you're kind of like in this general vicinity, it is domed over top of you, so like there is another floor above. It's not just like the open area. You do see that there is it's almost like a slope, like it goes down. There's no real stairs that are set up that are leading to a large spiral staircase, but there are also doors that are leading inward. This spiral staircase does go up.
Shall we?
So which would you like to do? Would you like to go into the building itself, or are you interested in going upward?
Oh.
I speak up as we're looking at all these doors. Having been in situations like this, Weary is most likely in a prison cell somewhere deeper in the castle.
Well, I suppose we can start from the top and then go further down if we need to. Because I feel like you all have a habit of finding places that when you... Actually, if this would be the one time it wouldn't happen if you dug deep and found out it was more monsters. Because there is an underneath that's just sky. So there is a lower limit to this castle at least.
That is a net positive.
Yeah. Let's just open this door and see what's inside. I can go to where TK is.
Sure. So you go to the doors and push them open. There's like ice that's kind of formed a little bit, but as you move these open, and also move your little character in there to show the area. What? Did I not set up dynamic lighting with Trust?
Yeah, Trust doesn't have lighting.
Trust. You must
doesn't
be
have
able
lighting.
to say. Let's give Trust some light. I use Roll20 so much these days that I can now.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right. So, Trust, you open up the doors and it is dark in here. None of the lights are on. But what is weird about this area is it is set up like someone's home. Like there are pictures that are like hanging haphazardly. There is like a little catch-all that's by this door as you open it up with like little knickknacks and things in it. There is wallpaper peeling off of the ice. It looks like someone like haphazardly was trying to put it on here. Every so often there's like the flickering of a bulb that lights up the area, but it seems very much like this was someone's ramshackle attempt at creating something of a home.
Man, y'all really made an enemy out of somebody deeply traumatized.
Hey, they could probably use an interior designer in here.
Stepping out
yeah.
of the darkness,
Oh, geez.
you see this version of Tiffany. It looks like she's melting. Like bits of her are just like glooping off onto the ground as she drags herself forward. And she looks at all of you.
Have you seen my husband?
Oh,
Oh my god, this is so fucked up.
oh,
I don't want to be here.
He's
This
late.
makes me feel bad.
He should be home soon.
Yeah, we're from his work. We're trying to check in with him because my spouse stayed late at work too. And we're trying to
Okay.
find my spouse. Have you seen my spouse?
What do they look like?
They got horns, blue-gray skin, one of the horns tipped in gold. They wear really nice fancy clothes, but you know, they usually get it dirty on account of all the fighting.
I saw your spouse. They were beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I don't like that past tense.
Wait, were?
They reach a hand out to you as like two of their fingers fall off onto the ground. And now this three-fingered hand is coming close to your face.
You're also so beautiful.
I very much appreciate it.
Don't let time steal from you. Don't
Oh.
let Borodon take it all.
Oh, yep. Keep it
Have
nice and tight.
have you seen my husband? He's late.
No, he's late to dinner.
Yes.
Just lucky guess.
Trust, I think you should back away from that thing.
Yeah, I just don't want to be rude because this is like a domestic situation, and I feel like this Tiffany's working on those rules.
You should ring a triangle at dinner time.
Tiffany walks closer to you, Trust, as like their leg, you could hear it creaking as like you're taking a step back, they're like moving forward.
Tiffany, you said my spouse was beautiful, but you saw them before. Where did you see them? Can you point us in the right direction?
They were very angry. But so was Flint.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Flint was so angry because something happened to me.
Uh-huh.
He said someone did something bad.
And like their hand falls off that they're reaching towards you as it hits the ground.
Did someone do something bad to me?
I don't know about you. You're
I just want to be with my husband. Please.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we see him, okay?
They take another step forward and their leg cracks as they hit onto the ground.
Yep.
And their face now
talk.
is it's like peeling off. It's like they're dragging towards you.
All right, that's it. I'm in this thing.
Yeah. Trust is just all the way
TK's just
back
gonna
up.
reach a hand out and try to just crush its head.
No effort at all.
Oh man, your old soul's husband really needs some therapy.
Yes. Yep. Oh boy.
Oh man, this is
Oh boy. This
is
is
rough.
so unhealthy.
I've seen some bad coping skills, eating too much like honey cakes, gambling, training animals to fight each other, but this is another level.
What I was gonna do before I killed myself was to just sell you all out.
Oh, that's smart. Maybe she would have taken us to they like step around the
You
Like,
see,
this-
as you're walking
Our goal is
forward,
to come here.
more
Yeah.
of them start walking out.
Oh, hey, don't worry, we're looking for your husband. Oh, geez, there's a lot.
Are they all in like similar condition?
Is
Yeah.
Trust the only one who can see inside of the hallway? Because I think everybody else is stuck outside.
They
I
can
can't
like
get past the
kind
door.
of. They can kind of see. Oh, you can't get past the door. Oh.
No,
Yeah,
roll
everybody's
20
stuck
won't let us
behind the
in.
shadow layer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is what I saw when I peeked around this corner. There's a lot of them.
Oh God. There's a lot of them.
Oh, why am I X'd out?
I think we lost
Oh,
Alora
my
in one of the
bad.
other rooms.
I died.
You just light up that room, Lucas.
Which one?
You really light up a room.
Well, the
Aw.
You do.
I could drag Alora over.
Are they all in
once
like
they stop moving.
I'm over here,
similar
like,
You'll
condition?
never catch Alora.
Catch me.
I'm over on the back. He's like, let me in. Let me in.
That meme. Let me in.
Gotcha, up in here.
Me in.
They are all in very similar states. Like the lights are flickering in here. It's very dark. It's like the light that you can see from is just coming through the doorway.
Oh well, TK has pretty much perfect dark vision, so
And
she
so
sees
you-
mine.
You're seeing there's so many versions of them, and the door right over here creaks open.
Uh-oh.
And when you look in there, give you a little bit of, I'll light it up for you. Oh no.
Oh, you
No.
made me big.
I'm-
TK.
I am tall now.
When you look in there, it is what you remember to be Tiffany's like bedroom, Tiffany and Flint's. But
We lived in the castle.
he's
Or is-
trying to recreate the
Oh,
apartment.
okay.
And like a lot of it, like it's like similar kind of like walls, and you see like there are mushrooms growing in here, but the bed is like caved in, and like there looks like there's some chairs there, but they're moldy, and there are eyes that are hanging from the ceiling watching you. You see a picture. It's sitting on the desk that's nearby. And when you pick it up, it is Tiffany. She's leaning into Flint, smiling, and they're clinking these beers together as he's laughing and leaning back. And Bubbles is there, like trying to get towards wherever the camera was.
Yeah, TK picks up the picture, and looks at it, and then looks up at the eyeballs, just sets it back down and walks out. And I think she's just gonna start crushing the heads of the rest of these.
Oh.
It's fairly quick. A lot of them, it's similar questioning when they're asking you, like, have you seen Flint? Have you seen your husband? And you hear just this loud thudding coming from a door nearby. It's like a very large fist is hitting on it.
This one?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Oh.
Should we go back out into the courtyard?
I think you trapped TK again, Lucas.
Oh, my
Yeah, I'm
bad.
stuck.
Oops.
Thank you.
Try to get rid of these. Gotta build doors in Roll20.
You can do little squares, and that way you can move the squares.
Yeah. This is all like preset. I'm actually using one of the maps that was supposed to be used in this campaign.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're doing
Whoa.
it.
Dragon Queen.
Whoa.
But you hear this fist is hitting on this door and it's shaking, but it won't open.
That doesn't sound like trust.
Well, that's-
TK's just gonna stand back and then thrust a fist forward to telekinetically blow open that door.
Ooh, jeez.
You open up that door.
She's in a mood.
This place
You just
sucks.
Reveal that for you, and then I'll put a little torch for
Oh,
a treat.
Treat.
Thank you for the
appreciate
treat.
that.
Oh, that's fun. You can see Lucas fiddling with the shadows and stuff on Roll20.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to find where these damn torches are.
We love some good shadows.
No, I got a lot of practice setting up all the lighting and shit on.
Oh yeah, I had to do that all the time
Ooh,
when I was like
nice lighting.
deep in that Roll20 hole.
All right.
I did a ton of that for Magnum Opus.
It
Did
looks
you
Didn't
see
even
really
there
go to
now?
all of my maps.
There's still like
Yes.
Here.
Fog
basically
doors.
all the doors are walls, so
I'll
we
move the
can't.
character.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can't
geez.
go in there.
Holy.
I don't
Oh,
want to be in here.
no.
Put me back.
Oh,
Put me
no.
back.
Trust isn't in there, we'll say, just for the lighting. But
Oh,
when
no.
you look, there is like you blow open this door, and the door is like grabbed and ripped and torn. There is this feral looking Tiffany in there.
Ugh.
Gigantic, like these arms are like tree trunks. She's like slamming on the walls that are coated in ice, and she's screaming out. You could just hear this voice as it's just raging towards you.
What did you do? What did you do, TK?
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently not enough. And she's going to fling Darkblade at this thing.
Okay.
Because no, she's done. She's fucking ending this shit. She's
Really, really harshing your psyche.
you can't quite tell it by looking at her face right now. She's pissed.
Oh, jeez.
She is not happy about this. This is fucked.
So you fling Darkblade. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a 24. I am rolling
Nice.
fucking fire tonight.
So go ahead, take the damage, and roll the damage.
The damage for Darkblade is 3d10 and 3d6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
do
pretty
that
good.
on fucking Roll20. Because otherwise, you're gonna be sitting here listening to me roll.
You hear me rolling.
Yeah, so that'll be 31 damage.
So you fling the Darkblade in there, and you see it like just slice right into Tiffany as they scream out, and they start like reaching this arm through the broken door, and it can reach quite far. So everyone give me a dexterity saving throw as you're quickly like rushing out of the way.
Oh, God.
And I thought those fences with like people being grown like livestock were bad. Like, oh
The
boy,
farm?
I hate this.
Oh boy.
You don't
Oh,
like my
boy,
farm?
I hate this.
The farm.
You know what? The farm was a high point in our
I
body
miss the
horror
farm.
journey.
We
I
turned
don't.
them all.
16.
Dex save, right? I got a
Average farm
7. But I'm going to use
remembers.
Indomitable to
16.
re-roll.
Okay.
Farms does remember.
Just kidding. I got the exact same roll again.
Oh, no.
It's 7 again.
Okay. Alora?
Out of 20.
Okay.
Indomitable works.
Glyph?
I got 24.
TK?
16.
And Kratok?
I got a 10.
All right.
Hey.
So you and Trust are taking some hit.
Rust is so boxy.
Yeah.
You both take 13 points of damage as this arm just
Ouch.
crashes through.
Ow.
It's reaching out and like slamming down, and you're watching as like the wrist is cracking and the arm is
Oh.
growing as it's reaching more towards where all of you are. I'll move you so that you can kind of like get out of the area.
Trust is like those square body trucks from the 70s.
Yeah.
It's like
Trust is built like a vintage Ford truck.
So you all are like quickly like rushing backwards as like this arm is like smashing through and growing longer. What would you all like to do?
I definitely roll out of the way, and as I roll, I pull out the phase bow, and having seen exactly where the creature is, I can shoot her from here.
Mhm.
Oh,
I can
it'd
try
be
to.
hard to miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AC is very low
so-
on this creature.
Yeah, it's
boy.
very low. I
Just gotta hit the room.
I like a 23. So
Yep.
You hit
Yeah,
the
but
broad
I
side
like-
of a barn.
I have to like steel myself to do it though. If anybody notices that. For 11 damage. Is anyone within 5 feet of the arm and her?
Yeah.
I mean, Trust just got hit by it. So
oh
yeah.
wait, I'm technically hidden. So sneak
Oh
attack.
yeah, so even better. You are.
Oh gosh.
roguing.
Oh gosh.
Lots of dice. Lots of
Almost
D6s.
Yahtzee. Wait, that's 5
Nice.
d6s. Okay. So it was 666. That's 18. Wait, I'm really bad at math.
3 6s is 18, yes.
Okay, 18 and then a 5 and a 2.
I've ever played
23 and 25.
So I just launched that right through the walls.
So it's 25 points of damage.
Yes.
The hand, like it's like slamming down. The creature shrieks as it's pulling its arm back in, and you see like it's screaming as it goes to like push the door back to where it was, and you just hear this voice yelling.
This wasn't how it was supposed to be. You don't belong, TK.
Yeah, the Dark Blade is still in there, and TK just twists her wrist and makes it spin.
And you don't hear any more sounds from there anymore.
Let's keep going.
All right.
I stashed my bow. My hands are shaking.
We're purging this place.
Yeah, no disagreements here. This place is. Oh, it's bad news.
What's this other door down here?
Uh,
Just kicking it open.
yeah, you open it up.
Bam.
And it looks like it's like a storage closet. Just a lot of like old food and everything, but it looks like it's all gone bad.
Hmm.
Food, there's barrels of like water, stuff like that. The water looks like it's frozen.
Anything like oil or anything?
No, nothing you can see of that nature.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for flammables.
Mhm.
I'll make a quick investigation check. I'll check real quick. That's a 18.
What is this glowing thing?
That's
Why
is
my
there
light.
dog
It's my
die?
light bulb.
It's the dog with
Oh.
a sword.
Yeah, it's stand-in noodles.
Oh, it's like my camera.
Yeah. So you
You should give me fucking my dark vision because I hate having a bubble of like 5 feet that I can see.
yeah, give me a second.
We're also demanding.
I know, right? All right, so
Roll
you
20.
Alora's
also-
just coasting, first of all. Second of all, it's all her.
so you look like further glyph in this, and it is all like perishable goods. It looks like it was just like food and rations for someone to like stay here for a long period of time, but it's all just gone bad. So it looked like somebody was planning on staying here for a very long time. And you all go to open this door, and once again it is another creation of like the apartment bedroom. This one looks like it's more properly completed, and you see all these smaller versions of Tiffany sort of like mindlessly walking around, doing like menial things. One seems to be like sharpening a sword. Another one is sort of just like walking around, like sweeping, and another one is staring at a picture of her and Flint.
Just smashing them.
I turned
Smashing
to
them all.
Kurtak real quick. Are we getting closer?
Kratok,
Nope.
it feels like you're getting further.
Oh,
Like you
Okay,
were
this is
getting
just-
closer when you were like near the giant Tiffany, but it still felt like it was above.
okay. We gotta find stairs.
This is just something we're doing for TK right now.
Right. Let's clear out the.
Kratok
Tiff.
pulls out his rapier to help kill these.
Yeah. Trust takes out the glowing sword.
You're stabbing them, you're killing them, and like they're shrieking out as they're calling for help, and they're like trying to get away from you, and it's just cutting them down. Kratok, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we should. Kratok should be participating in the massacre.
Yeah, Flint didn't like us before. He definitely isn't gonna like us now.
I got an 8.
Kratok, as you're stabbing forward, you feel this, because right now it's cold in here, but you feel this heat. You look down as the sand shifts under your feet, and you're looking at the rapier, the blood's in your hand, and it's all those people that were chained up that you were stabbing. And your hands are shaking as you drop your rapier.
Oh God, I'm doing it again.
I was outside of the room because I couldn't participate in that, but I hear him drop the rapier and I like snap to, and I go in there and I just grab Kratok by like the shoulder and I'm like, get out of here.
And Kratok, you're
Yep.
back in the castle as Glyph is leading you away.
And I kind of push you away and I'm like, you do not need to participate. And I will draw my daggers and I will participate.
Well, so you cleared out these rooms of this wing, and the eyes are all starting to form together as they're reaching down, and it's forming almost like this head made out of eyes. This mouth is opening and closing.
Oh, like the Power Ranger guy.
Yeah, looks at all of you. I knew you would arrive. It was only a matter of time. You are an intruder. You stole her body. You don't even belong in this dimension. You are an invader. They brought you here on an experiment.
Well, that's news to me.
You displaced her.
TK runs a hand over her head as if she'd be like trying to like fix her hair or something. It just seems like a nervous tick. She takes a deep breath, looks at these eyes, and says, "Can we go somewhere private to talk?"
The head lowers down and the mouth opens wide. And it waits.
TK turns to the others and says, "Go find Weary. I'll be back in a minute." And she walks into the mouth.
Yeah.
I try to stop you, I probably can't.
It closes around Tiffany. Or around TK.
No.
And then it all just sort of like sucks in on itself and implodes. And it's just
Ew.
and it's gone.
That must have been what happened to Weary.
TK, as your eyes focus, you feel a deep, deep cold. You look around, and I'm going to go ahead and move the map for all of you to see.
No, I don't like that thing.
This creature, this thing, stands before you. You step into this large open cave out of the mouth of eyes. You see a creature that is composed of many, many eyes and skin lacing them together. Large mouths of razor teeth form and disappear on its fleshy mess, and in the corner of the room you see an unconscious Kyle cradling the head of an unconscious Weary. The ground is covered in gold and bones, and the monstrosity shifts towards you. A small dwarven face appears and opens his eyes. What did you want to say to me?
TK's gonna drink that good singing smooth voice potion real quick.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that.
Oh,
The voice of
I
Tiffany?
I drink the sweet voice potion. And she just kind of tosses the bottle aside. We need to talk about what you've been doing here. This is fucking wrong.
They were just statues. At first. And then more. They gave me gifts, technology. They said I could create a new body. I could give a house for Tiffany. We could take her out of you, and you would both be free. And then you killed her when it was almost ready.
I cannot kill what is already dead.
The eyes start forming up more along the walls as Flint's face starts growing angry. She was not dead. She was in there. Her soul was there. You may also be a version of Tiffany Clemfield, but your world is different, and you were not meant to be in this one. I'm sorry you were forced here, but I do not forgive you for killing my wife.
What about you? You were dead. You were gone. I remember this. I know this. You left her. She did not leave you. You left her.
I didn't leave. I was taken. Fellstone got the third mask. They placed it upon me to see what would happen. And I became this. Locked. I would have to play their game, but I resisted. I resisted the entire time. I wouldn't tell them where the scepter was, or the horse, or the robes. Because I knew I could get Tiffany back with this power. But then you killed her.
I didn't kill her. You want to know who killed her? Tyrell Fontana. He's the one that did this to us. And so what? I fight back, and I'm the fucking bad guy here? You're just gonna hand everything off to him? We're just gonna march right into whatever plans he has? He fucking used you to kill me. Now you're gonna say, fuck it. Rest of the world too, while I sit here and play with my little fucking toys, my little imaginary fucking Tiffany's. These fucking monsters. These mirrors on mirrors on mirrors. I'm glad she's fucking gone. You know what she would have said if she had seen this firsthand with her own fucking eyes? Because I do. I think she would have fucking iced you herself. She wouldn't have even had this fucking conversation with you.
More eyes start to form at your feet now. I did all this for her. I created bodies for her, for you to be free.
Bullshit. You created bodies of her for yourself. This wasn't for her. This is for you. You and her just... It was always just for yourselves. You didn't care about anything but yourselves. You just wanted more and more and more of yourselves. Fuck you. Fuck Tiffany. Fuck Bellstone. Fuck Tyrell. Fuck all of this shit. It ends now.
And what's wrong with us wanting things for ourselves in this world that continued to take? What's wrong with us carving out our own peace? You end life like it's nothing, and you are trying to blame me for creating life? You are more of a monster than I am in this form. And you are ending this world just as fast as Tyrell.
Do you want to see Tiffany again?
They hesitate.
Because
Yes.
I know where Tiffany is. And she draws the dark blade out of her chest.
You want to kill me to reunite me with her?
It's that, or you never see her again. Because she is never leaving this sword.
Roll me a persuasion check, TK.
Oh no, I'm bad at that. Oh, wait, do I get a bonus with my sweet voice?
I'll give you advantage with your sweet voice. Because you're speaking to him as like with Tiffany's voice.
That's very good because I just rolled a 1.
Oh boy.
Can we
This is
charge
gonna-
up in the chat?
This is gonna go
Yeah.
one of two ways.
Oh, come on.
Oh, beans.
I still have bad charisma.
Yeah.
Oh
Charge
no.
Dark Blade in the chat.
Yeah, charge Darkblade in the chat.
Yeah. There's an option that
Well.
says charge Dark Blade.
All right,
I
I'll
just
give
rolled
you.
I'll do a few.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 3. -1.
Charging the Darkblade.
Oof.
What
You.
does charging Darkblade do in this situation?
I
don't know.
Who knows? Maybe it'll
fail
pop off by
spectacular.
accident.
I
Just slice it in
guess
half.
it'll make killing him easier.
Yeah,
You-
that'll be cool.
You
Hopefully.
feel this energy charging up in the dark blade as you're looking at him and you're speaking in Tiffany's voice. This rage is building up in both you and Flint as they're growing in size. They're like encompassing this room. They've surrounded you. You're like in this pocket. The glow of the blade and the flame are the only things illuminating where you are as you're surrounded by this entity that is known as Flint. As they come closer and closer to you, their face sneering. Maybe I will simply have to break this sword. Roll me a perception check.
Oh no, I'm not great at those either.
I'm trying to give you stuff here.
I know. Perception. Oh, actually, I do have a bonus to my perception, so that's good. Because that is an 18.
They had to really stretch everything to encompass around you. You see a part of the mask sticking out as you feel this glow, like just emanate. This power is pulsing from the sword itself. You're looking at the mask as Flint is coming closer. These tendrils are starting to form into spikes as they're surrounding you, and they start twisting and spinning, and they're all getting ready to hit down towards you.
Okay, so I'm completely surrounded.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm about to take myself out here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and use Halo of the Void.
All right.
Which is my super special move, and I want to kind of focus it directly onto that portion of the mask that I see.
So, can you read out Halo of the Void for me?
Yeah. You create a halo of dark blades around your person and lift into the air. You dive towards the enemy, slashing at them with each blade. It creates 5 dark blades that can attack it with all in one go. This is a full round action. You cannot have moved or taken any bonus action at this turn, and it costs me 125 hit points.
How many hit points do you have?
Which I have a total of 120 with 110 currently. So this is just flat out going to knock me out. So if this doesn't work, then I'm fucking dead.
So this will take you into the negatives as a result. And when you go past how many hit points you have, it does start doing damage to you. So you will be considered in death saving throws. You feel this power form around you. You are lifting into the air. These tendrils are flying towards you as your words have fallen upon deaf ears, as Flint is too consumed in this loathing and this rage. You pull upon the powers of the Dark Blade, and you attack. Go ahead and roll me the damage.
So that is going to be 15d10 plus 15d6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The damage.
Thunder, are you rolling damage?
It's like 120 on average.
It's 151.
Woo! You blast forward. These blades are slashing and cutting. You spit forth this blood as you're screaming and like pushing forward. These tendrils are slamming into your body. You watch as some of them like rip right through you, but you see the mask there, and like, you know, one of the dark blades is going and a tendril hits it, and then another as it like shatters into the air, and like these blades are shattering around you. You just have the one left as you push and you hit right into the mask. The tip of the sword just stabs into it, and you watch the cracks slowly form as you're screaming and pushing it, and Flint is screaming at you, and you're getting attacked again and again as blood is leaking out of your mouth, and you finally push the remainder of the sword through it, and all of you up above hear this concussive blast as TK, you are thrown back bodily, slamming into a wall and falling down as blood has begun to pool around you. And that is where we're going to end it.
Well, hopefully Kyle is cool. He could save me.
Well, Kyle has a good doctor attached to him, so
Yeah, but
hopefully
Kyle
I can
also
give
doesn't
my
listen.
medicine.
We can't
Yeah, my
have Kyle
medicine
saving the
bonus.
day, y'all.
Well, Kyle isn't saving the day. TK just saved the day. Kyle's
TK
just
saved the
performing
day?
First, yeah,
Question mark?
Kyle's just performing first aid.
DK could die next
Oh
session.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we have to, because like what?
There's
we have,
no
like,
coming back from TK dying.
If you
now.
die as
Yeah.
Darkblade, then you're
die in
dead.
real life.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
Eve will just like follow.
Cease to be.
Oh,
Eve did
man.
sign a contract that this would happen. Sudden heart attack,
Yeah,
fatal.
Yeah, it's some Death Note shit.
But these moves were just too cool to pass up, so we had to.
Yeah, no.
Fun fact: if you came here with Tiffany, these would have all just been like weird statues of like Flint missing her, and like making these
Oh.
statues, and like they'd all just be around. But he's so fucked from the mask that he can't like properly remember or like form these properly with the corruption of the Far Realm. So it keeps making these just demented statues. And the place, they would have been like trying to use like Dorvins to clean it up and patch it up. So then it would have been like all haphazard from that, which he did in the beginning. But he went off the deep end when his wife died. Well, you did it. How's it feel?
Yay!
This mask only cost one character life.
Oh boy, we're moving on up, right?
Well, unless
The
we
full
trip
party,
over another
everybody but
nuke
one.
on our way out.
Yeah, if there's nukes sprinkled around here.
You
I mean,
found
I
my
have
secret
control
nuke
flame. I
collection.
can make it happen. Like,
Casual
wait.
nukes.
If there's a secret nuke collection, we can just pilot the castle into the like world tree and then shove it into a Far Realm portal. Close it and hit the
Yes.
button. As it closes, we hit the button.
That's what the
No,
Tsunomis
the
Corporation wants to
last time
do.
that we hit a nuke button, the bomb was way worse than we thought it was.
I think
so-
popping off a nuke in the Far Realm won't actually do much. So
No, what they want to do is they basically want to like drop bombs like from space on where the world tree is. They're just waiting to see will the randos fail. And then
We have to save the
bomb it.
no
world
pressure.
tree.
Yeah,
Oh my god. This is great. We're doing great, y'all.
you did good.
yeah, we're gonna have a cool nightmare castle base full of like melty.
We do have a
versions
floating
of,
castle now.
Everybody.
Well,
We're not giving this
nobody-
back.
That nobody saw TK's
Oh, right.
super cool move
No.
either.
We
What?
heard it.
when we come back next time,
works on Metroid rules. So as soon as Flint dies, the countdown starts. Like
Yeah.
because he's the mother brain
No,
of the castle.
don't tell Lucas. Don't give
that's
Lucas
literally
free
in-
ammo.
I do have that. in
no,
my
but I
notes.
thought about that too. I thought that was what was going to happen. It was like, great,
Yeah.
now we have to run.
It is, but that's next session.
Oh boy.
But the group separated from TK will have like a bit of role playing, but because like TK was down there chatting and like formulating this
Hopefully-
plan.
We
Yeah,
are
hopefully
all
we can
anxiously pacing,
find-
I think, at this point. Like,
Oh
Yeah, I
no,
wanna
I've got
find
stuff.
all
to
of-
do.
TK told y'all to go find
You gotta find
Weary.
Weary's body.
Yeah, I want to find Weary's, like,
which
Technically,
TK
though,
also
body.
found Weary.
we don't know, but like, technically, we as humans, like, we know meta,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
where they are.
Well, that's Weary's head. Weary's
Yeah.
body is
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Weary's body
We do
and
need their
stuff
body
are
to
in
kind of
the
screw
are
them back
upstairs in the
on.
prison area. So we got to get those because that's like a lot of magic items that I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
But let's go ahead and go around the table. So I hope you all enjoyed today's session. It was a dark one. As
Boy.
we are entering the almost the darkest timeline. But I have been your GM for the evening. You can find me. I GM the Ballad of the Seven Dice's first campaign and our second campaign, our newest show, Escaping Carcosa. I GM one part of it. So check that out. It is a lot of fun. It's been doing quite well. We have video versions of it where I do a ton of art. It's like a little visual novel kind of JRPG thing. That is up on our YouTube, which is starting to get some traction, which is nice. And we also have the podcast version of it if you just like audio stuff because you're busy and you don't have time to look at things, which is fair. Also, we have a Patreon, so it helps us keep the lights on for like paying for things like hosting, all that good stuff. And I try to upload stuff to it often. I will be uploading a little bit of a Christmas special thing to that. So check that out. It's pay what you want. And speaking of Christmas specials, next week, we are back on the 20th. After that, we will be taking a bit of a break. Let me check the little thing here. I believe, yes, we'll be taking the 27th off. And on the 20th, we are doing a holiday special where everyone's going to be playing a bunch of little weirdo holiday creatures, critters, items. Who knows? You'll see. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's ST3v3 Steals Christmas. We're posting about it on all the social medias, so check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I always have fun with these weird holiday specials that are somewhat wholesome and somewhat just really drilling down on the capitalist nature of Christmas. It's fun. All right. And Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. You can find me on Twitter at Ian_Caliente. Currently, I'm starting to like dig through a little bit of my backlog because I have fallen off of media that I wanted to actually get started with. And on a whim, when I finished the first season of Altered Carbon, it was a really fun show. It was a really tight little mystery with a fun little sci-fi cyberpunk premise. Good stuff. Really funny that it's the guy from Suicide Squad because I hadn't seen him in literally anything else. And every time I see him, I'm like, man, that guy is really shaped like a Dorito. But he gets replaced by Anthony Mackie. He gets recast in canon because they switch bodies and stuff. So Anthony Mackie's in season 2. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I also watched Bullet Train. I had no knowledge of anything about Bullet Train. What a fun movie!
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Like what an absolute blast! Like I was just sitting there, like, oh man, this is really exciting. Like it's very much like, oh, there's a lot of things going on, but it's a bunch of just dumbass murderers all trapped in one space together, and just there's misunderstandings, and there's Chekhov's guns and Chekhov's snakes. And Chekhov's lots of things where they'll be like, here's setting up this thing. It will be relevant near the end of the movie. And it's a lot of fun. If you ever want to see like a bunch of like hitmen stuck on a train together trying to murder each other and it gets really goofy,
That sounds really
I
good.
recommend it.
Yeah.
It's deeply fun as a movie. Like I haven't watched a movie and I was like, wow, that was neat in a while. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Go on Netflix, I think, and watch Bullet Train. And then maybe if you want to see some funky sci-fi that's like pretty dark, you can watch Altered Carbon. I'll let you know how season 2 is.
Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I am currently screaming about being a music educator in full Christmas swing. It's going to be a very exhausting week and a half. My last day is not until Wednesday of next week. So prayers, candy, financial donations. Somebody that actually likes me can buy me a present, I guess. My kids fucking won't. So love being a music teacher and not being important in this state. But anyway, pettiness aside, check out our stuff. Lucas works really, really hard and it's really, really fun and it's chaos. Check out our earlier stuff. It's even more chaos. I refuse to wild shape and it's making everybody mad.
No, I'm not upset about
You don't
that.
have to wild shape if you don't want to.
Yeah, if you don't want to wild shape,
Nobody's
like,
going to
most-
make you wild shape. We just think it's a
Yeah.
valuable skill.
I mean, you're not even like
Laura
a
does
circle
not.
of the. Yeah, you're not a
Turned
circle
into
of
like
the
a
moon
toad
druid.
once.
No, you're like
Yeah,
a
you're
tree
not-
druid.
You're not a
so-
circle of the moon druid, so it doesn't even matter. Like, if
I
you were
told
circle of the
Lucas-
moon, that'd be different.
I told Lucas before we got started that I would finally wild shape, and his immediate answer was, "No, you won't." So,
All right.
that's
Never
who
even
I
had
am
a
as a
chance.
person. I have a mechanic I won't use. But yeah, you can find me there. You can find all of our stuff. Lucas, go link our podcast thing, the Patreon thingy. You never link it.
True.
Yeah.
I was
If
trying
you-
to look for it so we could post it, and I couldn't
Yeah.
find it.
It's-
So
If you want our
we
sweet,
also
sweet
have a
backstory-
Discord where Jess likes to throw fashion advice at our characters and make fun of Bradley, and it's fun.
Lovingly.
Come say hi to us in there. Come screech about episodes there. I know we've got a bunch of like new people from all over the internet, so come say hi. Most of us don't bite. Eve is debatable. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Sunshine is good. Seasonal depression's a thing. I had another thing in my brain, forgot. Oh, Wednesdays. Sorry, I forgot that I do things now. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central, I am over on the Hype Goblins Twitch channel in a very fun little Humblewood game where I get to be a little raccoon whose head is so empty. I don't know which way is north, east, south, or west, or any combination of those four. And it is amazing. And all of our favorite food is potatoes. It is a complete vibe switch. So if you need like a palate cleanser the day after, come see us. It's great. Episode 2 was last week. Hopefully this week we can have everything go smoothly. The tech goblins were after us last week, so
That's fair.
but yeah, I'll shut up now. Bye.
Jess.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming out. I'm Jess. I'm art__ fantastical on the social medias, where I post art of this show mostly. I love my character staring down possible despair in Event Horizon, so that's fun for me personally. And I love this cliffhanger that we now get to sit on for several weeks.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
we're not
Lucas.
coming back
We're
to this
not
for a
coming
bit.
back for a while.
It's a holiday miracle.
But next Tuesday, we will be having the super fun, silly Christmas special, which if the last ones are anything to go by, it's going to be a hoot. So show up for that. And I don't know, listen. I think I've been yelling about this for weeks. Listen to Oddity Roadshow. It's really good. It's new. It's by the crew of Critical Bits. It's their new show. It's a different vibe, but still very funny. Still a lot of body horror. So if you enjoy our show, you will enjoy Oddity Roadshow. And they're only on episode 4, so you can get started right now and get caught up.
Eve.
Hello, I'm Eve. You can find me over at Lawless Vic on the Twitter. That is lawless as in crime and not caring about doing crime and not having laws to prevent you from doing crime, because there would be no crime if there were no laws. And Vic is a victory. Let's see, what else? I'm gonna recommend dogs. They're pretty cool. I got one of them. Y'all probably saw it repeatedly. Then I just started playing Dave the Diver, which is a fun roguelike diving game where you dive into the ocean to catch fish and find treasure, and then you come back up and use those fish in a sushi restaurant sim where you run a sushi restaurant. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been having a blast with it. Like it's just complicated enough that it's exciting without being frustrating, and I like that. A lot of games are just like, oh yeah, this feels like work. No, this doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's like you can do enough without getting stressed. It's a very stress-free game. I like it.
Nice.
That's it. That's all I got.
And Jason.
Hey, if you prefer just stay within the confines of the law, my recommendation this week is get a gym membership somewhere that's got a sauna or a steam room. Get a good pump and then just sit in there for a while. You come out feeling like a new person.
Got it in time.
And then go do crimes.
Yeah.
When you're feeling fresh.
Feeling nice and fresh for all the crimes you're gonna
Ready
do.
to commit crime.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So make sure you join us for, we will be back on the 20th for our holiday special. And then we are taking the week off because holidays and people are tired and we want rest. So yes, we will be back on the 3rd, I believe, after that. If we're still too tired, I'll let you all know. We'll see how it's going. But let's go
Who are we
ahead.
gonna raid, Lucas?
Yeah, it looks like the Hype Goblin's on, so let us go ahead and go there. So remember, everyone, show up. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be fun. It's going to be Christmassy. I'm pretty much just going to find a YouTube video that is Twitch stream safe, playing Christmas music, and I will play that in the background the entire time. I will not do any work on that. So join us for a great holiday time. Where we will once again save Christmas, because that's what you do for Christmas specials. All right.
We might
bye,
even sing
everyone.
songs. Yeah.
This is true. There will be
goodbye.
Yeah.
singing. Till next time.
Everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.